Well, it's been an interesting summer. We've had a lot of changes. It's been difficult. Obviously, there's a lot going on behind the scenes at the moment. I'm sure you read all sorts of things about what goes on, team-wise, which Tony will bring up to speed with, and office-wise. We've got different personnel on board this year. Some of the people that were with us last year aren't with us anymore. We really appreciate everything everybody's done, including Andy Costigan, who has put in a mammoth amount of his time, and I think there's a big round of applause. There's lots of rumours about us losing sponsors left, right and centre. I've got to say, we have lost a reasonable amount of sponsors, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to disclose them this evening because 3 of them have actually gone out of business and are no longer trading and are having awful sorts of problems with their own houses, homes. It's not a very nice state of play in this country. We're looking to replace those sponsors. We have at the moment lost some of our senior sponsors, such as Rock Radio. It's not a rumour. They're probably going with rugby. They think it's more exciting, more glamorous, and they said the fans are much more exciting than ours. Well, they didn't actually mention that, but we thought we'd just get a bit of support from you. So yes, we are looking with other radio stations at the moment. We have 2 radio stations on the table, one of them being a local radio station, of which I can't disclose at this point because we're just putting the legal documents together. And we have a rather large radio station that most of you have heard of that hasn't got an X in it, that's also going through legal at the moment. So hopefully we'll have 2 new radio stations on board. We've got Granada coming back on board, and we've got BBC Northwest coming back on board. So from a media point of view, I think we're doing okay. MEN is slightly different. They've been taken over by Trinity Press, in case you don't read the press, which makes it slightly difficult because they're not even in our town. So talking to them is extremely hard at the moment, and all the people that we used to deal with, unfortunately, are no longer with them. They've also been very redundant. So MEN, we're not quite sure where that's going to go. MEN Online, however, is owned by somebody totally different, which is good, and they're back on board again. So it's all quite interesting, really. Channel M is now, I think, 3 men and a dog. Working out of Manchester. 3 very nice men and a very nice dog, may I say. They will be back on board again as long as we can provide all the production facilities. We have an agreement to sign tomorrow at 2 o'clock for new production facilities for the Phoenix. I am very positive about it. I think it's going to be very exciting, and I think match night will be as good as it's ever been, and I think the production they're going to provide us will be fantastic. So lots of positive things, really. So not all negative, but yes, not going to tell any lies. Very difficult marketplace, and the recession is taking its toll on all of us. I don't know any of my friends that run businesses or own businesses that are not feeling it, so it is tough. However, what I would say is I am absolutely bowled over by how many of you are here this evening. I think this is absolutely fantastic, and if anyone wants to know if the Phoenix are live, look round, because this is just great. I think you give yourselves a big round of applause. This is fantastic. Tony and I actually thought we were originally doing this in a hotel room with 6 people, so it's sort of really gone beyond bounds, really. I'd like to introduce a couple of people to you that have got on board and are working really, really hard for the Phoenix. We've changed what we're doing. We have a new marketing person and we have a new salesperson that has joined us. The marketing person you probably won't know, however, he's been around for a while in the background helping me and really sort of like, I tried to get rid of him, but he just wouldn't go. And I think when somebody hangs around that long, you think, you know what? Well, should I tell the real story? The real story is I said to him, we had 397 people on Facebook, and it wasn't going very well. And I said to him, I'll tell you what I'll do. You get that to 2,000, and I'll give you a job. And unfortunately, he got it to 2,000. Sean, do you want to stand up a second? Sean Barber's looking after all the marketing for us. And we've also brought an import in to do the sales, what we call a smog monster from Middlesbrough, Sam Templeman. Now, what I would say is, the guys are new to the organisation, they've only been with us a month, but they are working very hard, and we've got a lot of very positive results, and these 2 tell me that I have nothing to worry about, it's all in the bag. Is that right? There you go, done and dusted, don't worry about it. That's what we love about youth, they have no fear. It's such a wonderful thing. Whereas Tony and I are thinking, Christ, this is some mountain. But these two, done and dusted in the bag. So, you know, things are going well. These guys are making more appointments than I can actually attend, which is good, and there's a lot of positivity. I think the greatest thing we've achieved over the summer, which has gone live this evening, which I've been trying to do for 5 years, is we've finally got accreditation from the Queen, and we now have a charity number, and we are a registered foundation. So it took 5 years. But we are actually here. I'll just give a very quick overview. By all means, go and have a look at what we're doing. It will be tagged on the website tonight. It is down as Manchester Phoenix Community Sports Foundation, and it's mcscfoundation.org. Go and have a look at what we're doing. We're still doing the school roadshows because they've all been affiliated to the education department, so we're still going to do all the school roadshows, which cover dieting, healthy eating, bullying, bit of geography, bit of maths, which is why we're going to put Tony on them. So we're still going out to all the schools. We've got a new Learn to Play programme, of which we've just ordered ourselves an inflatable hockey rink, a 60 by 30 inflatable hockey rink, take out to schools, clubs, car parks. Now, before you laugh, we beta tested it a few weeks ago. I'll tell you something, I can't give you the language that the 10-year-old used, but we went out to a place called Wythenshawe, not far from here, and we put this inflatable rink up, and we actually played 10 of the suburbs, the most interesting one being Bagley versus Bench Hill. And Bench Hill only had 3 of them, and you needed 10 in your team because you run 5 and you swap 5. And it's like a great big inflatable thing, 2 goals, you give them shin pads, knee pads, a helmet, a stick, and this orange sort of ball thing, and then they all whack the living daylights out of each other, and at one point the ball goes in the end of the inflatable ring. So anyway, there's 3 kids for Bench Hill. We're just about to strike them off and take them out, and there's a bit of a rumpus going on with these 2 little boys, that's what we call them that. Who's a sort of 10-year-old and a 12-year-old, and the social worker, the 2 social workers with us, come over and said, don't worry about those, they are the blah blahs. And father is in and out of prison, and mother makes a living doing something that's extremely naughty, and they have a lot of drug dealing going on in the house, so forget these 2 boys because they are going to cause a lot of trouble. And at this point they were dismantling one of our pull-up stands and showing how fast it comes down off the runner and disappears into the roller. So anyway, he came over and he went, so what's all this effing about? And I told him, I said, well, really, you know, to be honest, guys, it's probably not for you. It's a street hockey tournament, and to be honest, you know, where are you from, Bench? Yeah, Ben. We're effing this, effing that, effing this. Waste of time. I said, well, to be honest, there's only 3 of you, so you really can't play. You need 10. I can get 10. Yeah, but you need 10 within the next 10. Yeah, I can get 10 in 10 minutes. Right, we're going to get 10. No, and it's all the swearing, guys. You don't do the swearing on the hockey. Yeah, we do that. Yeah, okay, right, back. Go on. So, right, that's the end of them. And I said to him, well, at least not going to dismantle the stands now. Look on the bright side of things. They'll never be back here with 10 lads in 10 minutes. Anyway, about 5 minutes later, 15 of them turn up from Bench Hill and said they've got a team, so we had to play them. And they didn't swear, and they got involved, and just to show you something, Bench Hill won the tournament. And we gave them some little medals, and it was a really good day, and we had 100 kids involved, and we're going to take the best of those kids and put them into gym hockey next with their councils, and they will affiliate into roller hockey, so we'll get a lot of those kids playing in roller hockey. The idea is that we'll pick out the best of the kids that come up through the ranks in roller hockey, and we've got 5 places on the academy, which Tony knows all about, and is going to be pushing. And we've got 5 businesses that will actually pay for their skates and ice time for 12 months. Because to be honest, these kids from deprived areas, I don't know whether I'm allowed to say this, but hockey's a bit of an elitist sport. Without being rude, if your mum and dad can't afford your kit and your ice time, you really can't play hockey in this country. So hopefully we're going to get 5 kids, similar to some that come out in a while, that will be playing from our area and will come up through the academy, and one day will come from a car park, probably in the Civic Centre. And I think that will be fantastic. We've also affiliated to Frank, the drugs and the alcohol division, we're going to be running through the Say No to Drugs, Say Yes to Life programme. We've got a few little things going on there that every youngster that comes through the programme has to sign a pledge with us. You'll see on the website there's 8 things that the youngster has to agree to about being against drugs, being his family against drugs, living a healthy life. We're going to be going out to scout groups, clubs, organisations, schools. Every child that signs up to the pledge signs their name on the pledge, gives it us back with a date. We'll give a family ticket to, and they can come and watch the Phoenix for the first time together. We're probably going to try and put about 1,000 kids through that scheme. So that's probably 1,000 through the play. I think with 1,500 through our Learn to Play programme, we're going to put 1,500 through the school road shows and another 1,000 through the drugs programme. So the numbers are going up. We've put a nice barometer on the website. We want to put 5,000 kids through the actual association before the end of the season. We're going to run it year-wide because we cheat like that, because it makes it bigger. And the other thing we've done is, and again the legals aren't back, but we've signed up to do something that's very different in this country, which is called Helping Hand. We've chosen 3 local, which are also national children's charities, and we are going to put aside for each of those charities 100 tickets a week for them to sell. How this will work is that we'll operate the portal for them to sell to people who've never been to hockey before. To give you a quick idea on the numbers, £25 family ticket, we're going to let them sell on behalf of their charity for £15. They'll give £5 back to us to cover the overheads, and we'll give £10 to them. If they sell 100 a week, which most of them think they will, that's £1,000 a week, 30-week season, we give each charity £30,000. So with a bit of luck, 3 charities on board will raise somewhere in the regions of £100,000 and put about 6,000 families through our arena. And that sounds pretty good to me. And we've set little targets like having more than 300 Christmas presents collected for the kids at the Children's Hospital. Obviously they're not our players that are going out there in Santa outfits. That is a total silly thing. I don't know who's come up with that. You know, it's absolute rubbish. That's obviously Santa doing that. I mean, where has that come from? Grow up, all of you. We're still going to do Children in Need. We're having a shirt designed. We'll play in that shirt and we'll auction it off, and the foundation will give it over to Children in Need on the night from the auction. So it's going to be pretty busy in the foundation. There is a good thing that comes with it, which I think will probably change what we're doing. We are now tying up packages for sponsorship, shirts, dasher boards, programme, coming to the games, corporate hospitality, with having everybody having a part in those 6 activities we've just talked about and getting out in the community. The great thing is that from a business point of view, I'm hoping that the deal is going to change things for us, because whatever money you put in, oh, bad. Oh no, it is me as well, isn't it? Obviously, Tony and I don't have our phones on at the moment. If we did, that would be a very stupid thing that would be going on, wouldn't it? Because obviously it'd interfere with everything that's going on at the back of the room. Hey Dad, I've done that. How the hell could I have forgotten that? There we go. Those people didn't want to talk to me anyway. Where were we? Yes, wonderful thing is that due to this government being so attractive and positive and us all wanting to live in this country, if you put £10,000 into the packages with Phoenix from now on with the foundation, the government will make it 100% tax deductible. So effectively now, invest in the Phoenix and you get all your money back off the government. I know, sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? What a wonderful thing, eh? So for 5 years, we've actually propped this up and made it work and done things really well, and I think, you know, this will change the future for the Phoenix. So I'm looking forward to putting 5,000 kids through the foundation and us having a good season. So I hope that's good news for you, because I am really, really proud of everything we've all done together. Thank you.